and watch the seed you sow. Then let everybody know that you're walking on the Nineveh Road.
There are no overnight successes in any occupation in life. Certainly not the changing world of popular music. Styles come and go, stars shine bright, then fade away. For storytellers, there is a need to be heard, to educate, to entertain. And for musicians, real musicians, there's the desire, there's the work, and maybe success. Of course, it all depends on how you define success. Is it measured by arriving at a destination, or is it the journey? Take a trip with me along Nineveh Road to meet one of the most successful bands from Brooklyn, USA that you may never have heard of. But that's about to change. Today marks the arrival of Nineveh Road. I'm Valarie Johnson, and this is Interludes. Interludes, a pure Lighthouse production, brought to you by A1 Pest Masters. For all your exterminating and pest control needs, call A1 Pest Masters at area code 773-365-9962 or visit their website at a1pestmasters.com. And now, all the way live from the south side of Chicago, give it up for your host, Valarie Johnson.
Soul rock musical entity that thrives on positive music built on real-life stories. We've returned to present a new recording with a new mindset, one that has a laser focus on the times and to offer a reason for living.
We're loving every step of this journey. We hope you will too. So take a walk on the road less traveled and join Nineveh Road in the release of their new EP.
Hi, my name is Valarie Johnson, and welcome to Interludes. I have some very special people on the line with me on today, and I'm going to introduce them individually and then bring them together. Vinny Adams, John Adams, Vincent Parker, Leif Lewis. They are part of a group called Nineveh Road. And also I would like to introduce my producer, executive producer and writer, Michael Wamble of Interludes. Guys, everyone, welcome. How you doing?
Hey, how we doing?
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Hey, being safe.
Wow. So, I think we're bringing the East Coast as well as the Midwest together, and I think everyone, depending on where you're at, where is everyone at? Where are you guys at?
Wow, New York,
Baltimore, Maryland.
I'm in ATL.
I'm in Marietta, Georgia.
All right, why don't we do this? Please introduce yourself and the role in the band. Let's start with Leif.
Wow. Okay. Right. Okay. Old guy first, right? Okay. So my name is Leif Erickson Lewis. My friends and family call me Leif.
No.
So that's what happened, and I'm the bass player, and I'm the oldest guy in the group. So that.
Okay, Vincent.
How you doing? I'm one of the lead singers. We always mess with me. Don't mind us. Believe me,
okay.
Everybody gets their share. Yeah, I'm definitely. Anyway, I'm one of the lead singers. Me and John kind of go back and forth. One of the writers.
Okay, Vinny.
Drummer, percussionist, writer, spin doctor in the background, wagging the dog when we can, and all that other stuff that nobody else wants to do.
There you go. In other words, Vinny has 17 jobs. Okay?
Wow.
How very
Okay.
Caribbean of me.
And then the brother to Vinny, John. What do you do?
Keyboard, guitar, arranger, singer, songwriter. I guess that's about it. Storyteller.
Right.
Joke cracker.
Nineveh Road.
Yeah.
It started with whom? And how did you come up with that name?
Nineveh Road started in 1999. It began with Leaf and I having a discussion, right? And we were bouncing it back and forth because we jointly came up with the name Nineveh Road. I think Leaf came up with a concept, right? Of and we took it from scripture, right?
Yeah, Jonah being too much of a punk to go to Nineveh when he was first sent, got swallowed up by a big fish, spat out, figured out, I got to be on the road to Nineveh.
Yeah. And,
In a
and
nutshell.
it went from there. And I was like, Nineveh Road sounds good. I like the way that sounds. It started out with
I think it was on the road to Nineveh first.
it was on the road to
I think
Nineveh
it was
first.
on the road to Nineveh first, or something like that, and it got whacked up in Nineveh Road.
Yeah, and because on the road to Nineveh seemed a little long, so Nineveh
It's a
Road just
mouthful.
came out.
That's a mouthful.
But Nineveh Road, it seems to be it sounds like a band. We went with that. The first members of Nineveh Road were myself, Leaf, Vinny, and Sheila Johnson.
Yeah,
Right?
Sheila.
Sheila Johnson. She is now living happily in Colorado with her husband. You know, but I'm always in touch. When it comes to project coordination and things like that, she's probably the first person I would call. She is masterful when it comes to project management. That's where it began. Some people say, "What kind of music do you do?" I says, "I'm a fusion artist." It doesn't matter what it's fused with, whether it's rock and soul, whether it's soul and jazz, jazz and pop, whether it's rock and jazz. It doesn't matter. I've been doing fusion since high school. You know,
would you consider the group a fusion group? Would you consider the sound that you have a fusion sound?
You know what?
Yes.
I would say that. I would say the new fusion, because when you hear fusion, you think jazz rock, you think jazz fusion, you think Chick Corea and Return to Forever, you think Jeff Lorber fusion, you think
Pat Metheny,
Lee Ritenour and Pat Metheny, and you think that kind of thing. We're a different kind of fusion. Yes, we can do that kind of thing, and you will hear those influences, but we tend more toward rock now. And when we did our first album in 2007, it was a mishmash of a whole bunch of stuff. But what came out of that is a clear path to an edgier type rock sound. So this EP, The Return of Nineveh Road, it got some. There's a couple of tunes on there that are not. A little bit off the beaten path. There's one tune that's more world music. There's another tune that's straight up, it's almost on the Isley Brother type tip. But there's 3 songs on there that are quintessential Nineveh Road, and they all got that hard.
What are they? What are they?
Granted, right? Which is from the last album, but this is a remake of that. One I wrote when I was actually in residence in Qatar, called Pray. That was the first song I wrote when I was there. I played it for a friend there, and I actually had the Adhan starting it. He says, "No, you need to take that out." He says because that may be a disrespect to Islam, and I didn't know that, so I took it out, and I have a different idea. To put that forth. And then the last tune, what is that last one? What is the last one we do on this record? Vinny?
The Nineveh Road.
The Nineveh Road, right?
That's right. The Nineveh Road, which is the first, which is the reintroduction, the first single that this whole thing is about now. But the beginning was a bit thwarted and short-lived because that was the year my son was born. And 5 months after he was born, he was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Right? And Nineveh Road was delayed for 6 years. Right? The first release was delayed for 6 years. I have to deal with that because after my son had his surgeries and he had just finished his chemo. 2 months later, my wife had breast cancer. Right, so I've spent a lot of time living in a hospital. Right, and today I have to live with the consequences of that. You know, it's a whole different lifestyle. You know, I did not see it. No one ever sees that coming. But a lot of it has influenced my music, right? How I, you know, the creative process. You know, I mean, I got even now. You know, I get up. I have to get my son up out of bed. You know. Now he's 21, so he's got an attitude now. You know? but you know, I still have to get him up out of bed, put him in his wheelchair, right, and bathe him, and all of the things that I would have to do for a kid, you know, for a small child. But you know, we make it work. But that's, you've kind
of described the beginning of Nineveh Road, but now with the release, this EP release, where do you see the group going? Because we're now dealing with the coronavirus. We're not performing live. First time I saw you guys was in, I believe, 2006 at a singles conference, and that's how I got introduced to you. But where do you all see yourselves going now with this release coming up, and you know, future projects, virtually or in person? Anyone could answer that.
Well, we're a lot. I would say all four of us are a lot more savvy about the music business and about our own process. Right? We're better at what we used to do, you know, a decade ago. We're just better. I produce music better, you know. Alif was telling me before his playing is improved, and I can see that. You know, I mean, you know, there's always room for improvement. People is playing, everybody's improved. I've been working with Vince on vocals and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, you know, stuff that, you know, that I listen back to our old project and I listen to now. We just do it effortlessly, you know.
It's better.
Just way better than it was before. It will show in this project.
So if I could just jump in and just say that, directed to your question, because of the way Rona has hit public gatherings, public spaces, I personally see this as being a more, right now anyway, foreseeable future, a more internet-driven process. So let's say there's a track that we released, and everybody loves the track. The people love the track. Oh, the track is so great, et cetera, et cetera. What we do is put out the appropriate splash video to accompany that track. So now it has a life of its own, that although it doesn't breed for people gathering in large spaces immediately, the more this music becomes popular. So in a real way, live performance may not be a thing for Nineveh Road right now, but the idea is to still produce the music, still produce visuals that go along with that music, that sell the idea behind whatever the song is.
Yeah.
If I could just jump in for just a second. But when you say it takes a life of its own, I mean, I have I work with kids. I work as a teacher with high school kids, and high school kids around me, they know this really hot new song called Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Because of TikTok, you know, because the guy on the skateboard,
Wow.
with the Cranberries singing Dreams. Now, if you guys know,
did that, right? Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So here's the crazy thing. Wow. Fleetwood Mac is in the top 20. That song is in the top 20, climbing up to the top 10 right now.
Right now, John.
Right now, down low.
Stevie Nicks.
Everything comes full circle. Remember when it happened with Aerosmith?
Lindsey Buckingham. I think one of the
Walk This Way.
Christine McVie.
Right?
Exactly. And one of the co-founders passed away, I think, this year.
Wow.
Fleetwood Mac. Yeah. Right.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Stevie Nicks is still around. The TikTok got so popular that, you know, they shot a commercial with her putting on roller skates. See?
Right.
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 So that,
there you go again.
You know, that illustrates the point that it is going to be media-driven content that both propels the name and drives people to buy the music. Because you know, it is you. I just don't see it. I don't see another Wembley Stadium performance in the near future. You understand? You're not going to get 30 and 40,000 people jammed into an arena to listen to any live band. It's just not. They won't allow it. They won't allow it. Okay. So what you're going to need to do, obviously, is continue to make great music. But I'm going to say that take a page from Michael Jackson's playbook. Make sure you have an accompanying video that is so, it is so illustrative of what the song is all about. You just pull out every stop, and now with green screen, you can backscreen anything behind you. But the point is that the video must be so impressive. People don't want to just hear music anymore. They want to see something when they hear your music. And if what they see is a video that you put out, then you have successfully branded your product, and they will be back again to sample your product.
Right.
I really was hoping to be able to do Red Rocks or Cape Town, man.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point we may still be able to. But,
sure.
But you know what?
Right now.
I could see Cape Town because Africa was kicking our behind with regards to handling COVID. So I see them opening a little bit more. So let's go to Africa.
I'm
down for that.
Let's go to Africa. Africa.
Yeah. Get me a lion and a tiger and a bear.
Oh, shoot.
So let's do a little bit. Let's do a little bit more talk about the release of The Return. How many songs are going to be on this EP release, and when is it due to drop? Let me direct that to Vinny.
Yes.
So the first single, The Nineveh Road, drops Thanksgiving, and the EP, we hope, should be following it by mid to late December, right? Just before
Gotta love
Christmas.
this kid. Gotta love this kid. Okay. Good.
It'll happen.
Oh, yeah.
And then probably we hope for a few weeks after that is to be able to get the video out.
Yeah.
We're still at the earliest stages of production of the video. But that should move along, in the next few weeks. We're looking at releasing 5 songs on the EP. The first 2 are pretty much ready to go, but the interesting thing about it is that it might not be what people expect, because they're going to hear one thing at the front gate, and then when the second single comes, we're going to be in a whole other place. But we feel like we can get away with that because it's good music. And that's what matters on the internet. When you're DIYing a lot of this stuff, the way that the record companies used to do it, they have this whole system of how things should go, but the revolution of the music business has changed the game completely in how music is released and received by the public. So people receive what they like, not what the record company tells them to like. And so we kind of have a huge degree of latitude in how we release the singles. It almost doesn't matter as long as we support it with the right media, the right visuals. I think we'll be able to cross barriers because there's no restriction anymore on who you are as long as you're good.
And so many platforms. So I mean,
absolutely.
So it's like you've almost described a little bit of the difference between the release that happened back in 2006-7 and then what's happening now. So do you believe that
music business? It was
different
a
music business. Okay. If you can remember, and this is to everyone, the very first song you remember hearing, and how did it make you feel? Let me start with John. What was that first song that, what do you remember hearing, and how did it make you feel?
What kind of question is that?
The song that influenced you
I'm old.
Up.
I don't know.
Oh.
Stop it.
Oh my God.
Here we go. The first, you mean the first song I remember hearing?
Yes.
Chinese children calling me daddy. I'm black as death, and just like that, baby's.
Why was that playing through my head?
Okay, so you have the ability to edit this, right? Because last thing I want going out is to hear that clip of John. Because the rest of the interview is deaded. That is going to be the sound clip that appears on TMZ, and I got to live this down because I'm in the frame, you know?
Hey, he didn't write the song. It was nonsense.
Wow.
What is that?
John.
You asked.
Wow, John.
No, I remember that from when I was like a little kid, because we grew up. I remember being in Guyana in I'm dating myself now. I remember being in Guyana around 1965, right? And we used to hear the Mighty Sparrow all the time, like
But why would you admit to that right now? There was no point to do that.
Yeah, well, I mean that one wasn't the Mighty Sparrow. A lot of the songs I remember, the first songs are from my youth. Because my dad was a big bebop guy. It was a bunch of them. My father, Lee's father, Uncle Cecil, Cecil Isaacs.
Yeah, Cecil.
Right?
Yeah.
Strangely enough,
Yeah.
and I think you can understand this.
Bunny too, I think.
Yeah, because of the insular nature of all of our relationships and very Guyanese, we kind of grew up, like my cousin Julian said, mafia-like. Right?
Yeah, there was that.
Like this. There's certain families that were always associated with each other: the Adamses, the Harpers, the Lewises, right? The Isaacs.
Leaf, or do you have a song that influenced you musically? What do you have?
Sly and the Family Stone, Stand, gave me a third eye and taught me to look at my life and what was happening in the African American experience for the first time. I'd like to say it was a James Brown song, but that's not true.
See, Valarie, now I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean by
Sly and the Family Stone. Because every time I hear that song, I am reaffirmed that whatever small dream I might have about myself in this world, I need to be about it every day.
Yeah.
What about
if
you?
You talk about wait. If you talk about
am I circling back to John? I'm circling.
Yeah, you circle back to me now. Okay, now I understand what you mean. You did not mean what was the first song that I heard. What you meant is what's the first song I was influenced by. Okay, so anything that is Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Pick a song.
Yeah.
That's a Devotion. I mean, oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. I mean, Evil. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that. All right.
Boogie Wonderland. Love's Holiday. Anything.
Spasmodic Mood. I know you know this title.
If I hear it, I know.
Okay. Never mind.
All right, Vinny, what about you?
For some reason that I can't really explain, one of the songs that really resonated with me was Friends and Strangers. I believe that was Ramsey Lewis.
Okay. Yeah.
Friends and Strangers from Ramsey Lewis?
A lot of the mental playlist came from Saturday morning with my dad sitting there with his feet, kicked up.
The Gladys Knight records. Yeah, man.
And taking it in. He had a way of listening to music that was very much like the Maxell guy that you see on the commercial that we don't see anymore.
Even after 500 plays, our high-fidelity tape still delivers high fidelity.
Like we learned to experience music.
And you dated her.
Yep.
That's how we experience music. Like you literally experience it, and he would sit there and soak it in, and we would watch that. That's how we learned to experience music. Really taking it in, just soaking it in, studying it. So I grew to have a love for for those types of things, the jazz funk stuff. Grew up in Washington. Ramsey Lewis, Herbie Hancock, anything Earth, Wind and Fire. Al Jarreau was a big favorite for me.
He was a nice guy
too. When I got to high school, I discovered rock, and I was like, oh, Neil Peart, what? I had to get my bragging rights because you couldn't be a real drummer unless you could play Tom Sawyer and
Tom Sawyer.
If you didn't nail that, nobody wanted to hear you. That was my rite of passage. Once I learned those two, they were like,
Right. All right. What about you, Vincent?
Well, first off, I'm gonna say, Benny, there are so many people listening to this right now that don't even know what Maxell is.
Thank you, Vincent. Thank you, Vincent.
No, I say that's a very tough question because there's so much. I grew up on so much music, like growing up in Detroit and all that. Obviously, you got Motown, but I think the first two songs that truly inspired me to just do this was Donny Hathaway, A Song for You.
Singing a song to you.
I knew you was going to say that.
Of course, that's the song that you accompanied.
It's that Applejack.
And but it's funny. People still talk about this hat, and it's like I was like, I love my apple cap. My mother I told her that one day, and she was like, "You've been wearing them since you were 2." So I've always had an apple cap. Mm-hmm. And the second song was Sam Cooke. Why am I drawing a blank? I was born by the river.
Yeah.
That one. And A Change Gonna Come. So those two songs are the two that really inspired me and sent me down.
So if someone wanted to find you guys and either listen or check you guys out, how would they find you?
We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We just started up our YouTube channel. Just in the early stages of pushing some content to that. The first of that, obviously has been our commercials and stuff. We are in the early stages of planning of our own internet show which will come through the YouTube channel called the Q&A Show with Nineveh Road. And that'll be people's opportunity to get to know the group firsthand. And the format will be kind of like questions that we've received from the fans, and we are choosing maybe one or two per episode. It's not going to be like long, maybe 10 minutes, but that's us getting to answer these questions that people may have about the group or what we think about things, and try to move that along. So those are things that will those are some of the stages of the next couple of months of releases of content, in addition to the actual music video.
Vinny's done a fantastic job throughout. This is one of the 17 jobs that Vinny does. He does very well. Okay?
Absolutely.
All that, what he just mentioned, he does very well. And after that little TV show, it's another successful show. Our tabletop won't be read, but nevertheless, we're gonna handle our tabletop with some question and answers.
We'll be fielding questions of every kind, and there will be nothing that people cannot ask. They can ask any question they want, and we're going to answer in ways that they probably won't expect,
as the law allows.
Right.
The law shall allow.
And the name of the first single is
The Nineveh Road.
Nineveh Road.
That you're walking on the Nineveh Road. You're walking on the road.
lead on that?
John.
John. Okay, wonderful. All right. John Adams, Vinny Adams, Leif Lewis, Vincent Parker, and my producer, Michael Wamble. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Valarie Johnson. And
Thank you, Valarie. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Valarie.
And this is Interludes. There's a whole lot more to our interview with Nineveh Road. For the extras on the band's influence and humble beginnings in Brooklyn, check it all out on our Interludes website. Next time on Interludes, we'll discuss the unwanted phenomenon of carjackings and what you can do to stay safe while seasonal shopping for the holidays. Next time on Interludes. Interludes. Original concept by Valarie Johnson. Written by Michael Wamble. Produced by Michael Wamble and Valarie Johnson. Original music intro and outro produced by Kendall Nesbitt. Interludes, a pure Lighthouse production, brought to you by A1 Pest Masters. For all your exterminating and pest control needs, call A1 Pest Masters at area code 773-365-9962 or visit their website at a1pestmasters.com. When you book your appointment with A1 Pest Masters, tell them that you heard it first on the podcast called Interludes.